usually for entertainment duos and groups. Their eventual fall from grace often pertains to disagreements over money, or simply a relationship gone bad, which in the end causes their split. But for Ghanaian cousin music duo R2Bees, their bond is beyond just money or petty conflicts. However, for a group that many believed were destined to become Ghana's finest music duo ever in the early 2010s, R2Bees have woefully failed in this quest. And surprisingly, their fall was not the regular issue with conflicts over money, but rather a matter of poor business decision-making. There is a popular saying that the snake which cannot cast its skin has to die, and this has been the case of a dormant R2Bees in a fast-evolving global music industry. The year is 2009, and R2Bees have just released their smashing second single, Ide Mad. And already, their unique style of blending native language, Shwi with pidgin on rap and highlife sounds, was beginning to resonate with not only Ghanaian people, but also music lovers across neighboring African countries. Ide Mad, which became an official club banger, topped almost every radio music chart in Ghana for weeks. And as a sign of how big the song projected R2Bees onto the African music scene, the following year, R2Bees successfully recruited top Nigerian star Wandin Cole for Kiss Your Hand, which was R2Bees' only third single. Mind you, this was a big thing back then because a Ghana-Nigeria feature was a rare thing. Given the differing sounds of the two countries, Ghanaians were more into strictly highlife or hip-hop music, while Nigerian artists were focused primarily on finding an audience for Afrobeats, which is a mix of the two. Kiss Your Hand was next level. The Afrobeats-inspired tune was so good that even today, many music lovers place it number one on their all-time Ghana-Nigeria collabo list. These were still early days yet, but R2Bees were already securing a large fan base in both Ghana and Nigeria at large. Then, you know what comes after smashing hits, awards, and nominations? In the 2011 edition of the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, R2Bees bagged 2 awards. With one song, Kiss Your Hand, R2Bees took home awards for Best Collaboration of the Year and Afro-Pop Song of the Year. Their popularity was growing like wildfire, and in 2012, they made Forbes' exclusive list of African celebrities to watch for 2013. From there, the sky was the limit for R2Bees, who went on to release their second studio album, dubbed Refuse to Be Broke the Revolution 2, in April 2013. As a sign of their growing impact and popularity across borders, especially in Nigeria, R2Bees managed to feature Wizkid and Davido on 2 songs on the album, Dance and Solo, respectively. Indeed, Day Revolution 2 album, which had 2 monstrous hits in life, and Odo would go on to become R2Bees' most successful project till date. In fact, 2013 remains R2Bees' most successful year in their 16-year-old music career. They came close to winning Best International Act, Africa Award at the 2013 edition of BET Awards, their only ever BET nomination to date. But on the Ghanaian terrain, they dominated the 2013 edition of Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, taking home a whopping 6 awards, including the most coveted prize of them all, the Artist of the Year. With that win, R2Bees became just the 3rd ever group to win the Artiste of the Year award. After a spectacular 2013 for R2Bees, which also saw them get nominated for African Artiste of the Year at Nigeria's Entertainment Awards, the next step was seemingly clear for R2Bees, whom everyone expected to maximize their fondness within the Nigeria music market. You see, R2Bees have always had an endearing brotherhood with Wizkid, and Nigerians affectionately love Big Wiz. So Nigerians transcended that affection onto R2Bees, who additionally had a relatable sound. But back home in Ghana, R2Bees had become so big, and their fans and patrons did not really find it cool that R2Bees were running around Nigeria just tapping into Big Wiz's grace. They thought that R2Bees' brand could do it all on their own without Nigeria's wider market and influence, which has supported R2Bees massively so far. And as soon as R2Bees themselves began to feed on the trend of this egoistic lie while failing to address and control it, they fell short of the glory of African music. This was the beginning of the end. The year is 2016, and R2Bees have still not been able to get anywhere closer to their glory days of 2013. This is despite them having released a couple of good songs with their usual hitmaker WizKid. And then right on the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards stage, WizKid, who had been billed to perform, announced that he had signed R2Bees onto his Starboy Worldwide label.
Africa, we're taking this to the world. And I'm here to make a special announcement to you guys. We have a new Starboy Records, Starboy Entertainment Worldwide. And I'm going to mention the 4 artists that are on the label. And I want you guys to please support us, not just today, forever. Yo, make some noise for R2Bees!
This was like a slap in the face of Ghanaian R2Bees stans who have always dreaded this day. Well, you cannot really fault these fans for failing to see the bigger picture. I mean, it is solely on the artist to give a clear direction of their journey, and since R2Bees were not the best communicators at that, negative press and opinions always overshadowed their craft. Even in their glory days, R2Bees hardly headlined massive shows and concerts in Ghana or anywhere, let alone go on media tours to address negativity. It is as though the cousin duo did not consider fan interaction so important to their craft, their loss, obviously. Given the terrible reception that WizKid's announcement on the VGMA stage generated, the WizKid R2Bees music partnership discontinued, and this dealt R2Bees a denting blow because they were so convinced that this was the essential next step. Fun fact, the WizKid R2Bees partnership was going to be more than just the ordinary artist-label relationship. In fact, Omar Sterling, one half of the R2Bees duo, was effectively named as president of the Starboy Worldwide label prior to the partnership agreement. This would have really banged for real. These are powerful music tools in this modern era that top artists all over the world have embraced, but R2Bees still believed keeping their distance and mystery from the ordinary fan could get them over the line. How wrong they were. Their failure to secure a solid fan base when at a point in time the whole Ghana and significant numbers in Nigeria and Africa vibed to their melodies meant they left their future releases and music career to chance. A grave mistake. For context, Stonebwoy and Sarkodie have gone on to win respective BET awards, while Shatta sent the whole Ghana into delirium when he earned a Beyoncé feature in 2019. And as for WizKid, he just has gotten bigger and bigger, even beyond measure. All of these have happened while R2Bees have failed to even match their glory days of 2013. Today, R2Bees' newest project in the system is their Back to Basics album, which further suggests that they still haven't identified the remote cause of the dip in their followership. And, just to be clear, this is not an R2Bees slander. The Back to Basics album is a masterpiece of a work. The main issue with R2Bees has never been a question of their ability or talent as artistes, but rather a conversation about their training as a global modern music brand. Fans today want to be part of artists' lives. They want to know what is going on, and if you deprive them of that, you risk losing them as you give them the impression that you do not care about them. This is a concept R2Bees have failed to grasp, hence their fall from grace.